Coming up on this episode of Solution-Based Community presents The Get Together, Stories of Whackness.
Listen, once a month, our soul bleeds for 7 whole days, and we gotta fly to Florida and get some breasts to lay on.
I did my duty to my cousin to let him know that this chick that he had at Red Lobster, giving her the cheddar biscuits, all right, was at my crib 2 weeks ago, giving somebody the nice sloppy toppy.
I am Mr. Sex Positive. I am Mr. Hoe Advocate, okay? I love hoes with a capital L. I love you. I love all of y'all.
He took his house and everything. I met moms, everything. Come to find out, he had a whole chick living up in the house. Mom never said nothing. Stepdad didn't say nothing.
I'm giving him top-notch, best job ever, and then I threw up. And it smelled like kielbasa.
Oh, shit!
All right, so
y'all got
Big came into my store, right? But he ain't know who I was. Obviously, he ain't never seen me in person, right? So I knew how tall he was. So I'm like, he gonna stand out when I see him, right? So I knew, and sure enough, I saw this big, like 6'8" dude walk with an Xbox in his hand. I'm like, oh, there go Big. So I'm over the fidget center, like, yo. I'm like, Big, and he just looked.
I got an Xbox.
He didn't care who was calling him. He had his shit.
Yeah, no clue. Welcome once again to another episode of the Solution-Based Community Podcast. This is The Get Together. I'm your man, K-I-N-G King. And with me, as always, is my brother, the Elder Herb. What's good, bro?
Peace, brother. Everything is all good. All good. Peace.
All right. And, of course, Miss Melanin herself, the brown girl in the building. Peace, Queen.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Peace, Queen. What up?
What's up?
All right. Now, today's episode going to be a little fun. All the corny whackness that people do when they upset or bitter and they bag, man, funk that. It benefits no one. So we're going to get into it with some stories and some ways to deal with it better. And we have a great lineup of community members to get into it. First up, out of the mighty borough, my man Big is back in the building. What up, Big?
Yo, what up? I got an Xbox.
Yeah, he's excited about that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
He's excited about that shit. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
Oh,
what's up.
and belated happy birthday, too, to you, brother.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Happy
that.
belated birthday,
Happy
brother.
belated.
Yes.
Right. And, of course, our next community member, a great friend of the show, my girl Porschea is back. What up, family?
What's up, Queen?
Hey,
How you?
All right. Now, just a reminder that you can catch this and every episode of the Solution-Based Community Podcast on our new website, www.solutionbasedcommunity.com. Log on, check out all of the content, all the videos, or hit the links and tune in on your favorite podcast platform.
Yes, sir.
Elder Herb, my
Peace.
brother.
What's up, man?
Broham, what is with all the whackness, sir?
Oh, man. Yo. Where the hell do I start? You started this shit, man.
How did I
You
start?
started this shit because you shouldn't have sent me. You shouldn't have sent me that information that you sent me, man. That was some whack ass shit. But listen, man,
That was whack.
all right, that was some whack
corny.
ass shit.
That was
All
super
right.
corny.
Super corny. All right, so without, you know what I mean? I don't know. See, I don't do this well.
All right, so
All right, without coming out with names and shit like that and all of that,
All
you know what I mean? Some friends of, so, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Some friends of the community. So actually, parts of the community came out with a couple pictures, smiling and shit, looking beautiful black couple.
gorgeous.
And this sucker ass dude puts a frown on the motherfucker, right? So,
the tear.
so, a tear on the motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah, I said, yo, what type of circus clown shit is this? Like, this is a real circus clown. It's some shit that make me laugh and then be upset. Like, after that, like, now I look like I need some goddamn medication, you know, after, you know what I mean? Because it, you know, my emotions off balance and shit when it come to this. Dude, you gotta understand, like, this probably was one of the, I'm gonna say 2020 this has to top the corny shit that I seen in 2020. The most corny. And listen, at 40, I'm 42 years old. As you know, whenever they listening to this, as of 2020, I'm 42 years old, right? That means I'm 40 years older than this type of corny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was 2 years old, I probably would have entertained that shit, but I'm 40 years older than this corny ass shit. Hey. Now, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and throw this one out there. For all my brothers out there that lost a relationship, leave it the fuck alone. He won. He won. Yeah. And guess what? If you perform the corniness, he won more.
Again.
He won. Yeah. I want to say something. I want to add on to the corniness.
Showing why
he
you lost.
Won because more. You idiot.
It continues to win.
Idiot.
Right.
Man. Nobody gonna talk about you more than the chick that you just got out of a relationship with the next dude, yo.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, after that corny ass shit, she probably gave the boy more attention. She probably went from the window to the motherfucking wall.
She bought him an Xbox.
Street.
She bought him an Xbox.
And
she did not buy him an Xbox. Don't do that.
She bought him an Xbox.
She did not.
She a real one for that Xbox, yo. She a real
this guy is crazy. They throwing up the black fist and all that shit. Y'all crazy for this shit.
Come home with the box, man. You know we gonna do
that. Ain't the box I'm looking for. You know what I mean? That ain't the box I'm looking for. Why y'all playing with the Xbox? Hey, listen. Why y'all listen?
Nice and proper.
Listen, while y'all playing with the Xbox, somebody playing with your Xbox. All right? So you can go on and play your fucking Xbox.
No, I don't agree with that.
No.
Actually, as a girl that used to date gamers,
true.
We do both.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I'm probably 10 years older than that then. I don't know. I'm probably at least 10 years older than that. But anyway, all right, so check it, right? Check it. And I mean this really to choke this motherfucker out. Like, not physically, you know what I mean, but choke you out to really smack the shit out of you with this podcast. And I really hope that I really hope somebody, a friend of a friend of a friend, is listening to this shit, man, because I would like to choke him the fuck out for that corny ass shit. I'm not personally affected by it, you know what I mean? Because that was somebody else's relationship, you know what I mean?
Right.
But for me to see a beautiful black relationship, you know what I mean, get put, you know what I'm saying, get put out there on that tip, like, yo, why? Take your corny ass home, dog. Go to fuck to sleep. You know what I mean? But anyway,
right.
I would like to ask the ladies. I would really like to ask the ladies, right? You post up with your boo, right? Or whatever the fuck you call them. Because I know I'm I'm the elder. I'm out the game for a minute. I don't know what the fuck y'all call them nowadays, right? But the guy that you're dating or the man or whatever, right, that you're dating, right? You posted up with him online, right? And you're taking a picture, smiling and all that shit. You got your hair, doing what you're doing and all of the above. And both of y'all smiling, skin glistening all over the place. And a motherfucker come and put a frown or a cry or whatever the fuck he do. One of them damn emojis or whatever. I don't even know the damn. I got to ask my kids because I might be 10 years older than that shit. All right? So listen. I'm going to ask the ladies, our beautiful co-host, Browngirl, and our wonderful and gorgeous community member, Porschea. Please tell me what the fuck is going on. I'm a little too, I'm telling you, I'm about 10 years older than this, at least 10 years. I know I'm 40 years older than the shit he did, but I might be 10 years older to the knowledge of knowing what the fuck this means. Like, please, ladies, please. I'm gonna shut the hell up. I got my fingers crossed. Everything.
I'm not alley to Porschea.
Yeah, I think he's just like feeling like, I missed that. Like it said, he missed his opportunity. I don't know. I had something similar though happen to me.
True.
Really?
Please. If it's similar to that, it's similar.
So this was years ago, and I was with somebody, and we broke up, and we kind of messed around a little bit here and there, on and off, right? I got with.
You was still, wait a minute. You come on. You can't sugarcoat.
Can't just graze over that shit.
Yeah. You trying to slip that one. You thought he was on the Xbox. But listen, check it out.
I was trying to let you have it.
No.
You know, like I heard you, I seen it, but the face would not let you live.
Listen, you broke up and you were still fucking him. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. This is why I didn't want the babies listening to this, because you were still fucking them. But go ahead.
It was an entanglement. There we go.
No, tangle my ass. Tangle my ass. You was fucking them. But go ahead.
There we go. No, but no. So yeah, we were doing our thing. Then I met somebody else, and so I ended that situation. You know.
You stopped fucking them.
Yeah, I stopped.
No, wait a minute. I'm trying to follow you now. I can't follow you where you doing all this sugarcoating shit. But go ahead.
And I started messing with, and I was with the new person, and we were in a relationship. Now, somehow, I think through a visit, because we actually share a child, but through a visit, somehow they got the new person's number. And they decided to call.
Wait a minute. Browngirl got a finger up. Wait a minute. Because this don't need stop. Wait a minute. She might know some shit I don't know.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, something going on. Go ahead. I don't know what's going on. What's happening here?
So, hey, girl. So, I'm all one for telling a story. But I feel like something was missing from the story. So, we'll say the ex was visiting you.
No. So as I said, I shared a child, right? Mm-hmm. So, it was a visit. I'm guessing it was during a visit when I took the child to see the ex. And somehow a couple of days later, the new man gets a phone call from the ex. Yes, talking about, well, did you know that we were together? The last time we were together was this date and that date, and that she was over here and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, but what he didn't realize is when I ended things with him, I wasn't messing with both of them at the same time. So the new guy knew of that situation, right? And kind of knew, that was something that was, and it isn't anymore. And when I started dealing with the new guy, that was it. So he thought he was trying to catch me because he thought I was messing with both of them at the same time. So he called the new guy trying to cause trouble and stir up mess, thinking he was going to try to cause issues in that situation so that he could get me back, because he wanted me back and I wasn't going there, right?
So wait a minute, he was trying to create.
He was trying to create problems in my
I need somebody to break this one down to me, because I might be 15 years. I might be 15 years older than this shit. I don't know.
So I get where you're going, girl. But the piece that I'm trying to figure out is how he got the new guy's phone number.
I don't know.
That's a great question.
And I have no idea.
That's a great question.
I don't know.
He went through your phone, girl. He went through your phone. That's how he did it.
But I wasn't, and obviously I wasn't aware that he was doing that, or he would have done it. Right? I should have known better. And the reason why I say this is because the same person, while I was pregnant, decided we had a phone line together. We had the phone on the same bill. Decided while I was pregnant to go ahead, but we weren't together. And decided while I was pregnant, he would go through the bill. So you remember how they used to give us the itemized bill and everything? He would go through the bill, and one day he saw I was talking to a friend, and he called that friend.
Wow.
Shit, I don't even go through my bill like that. I ain't never going through.
Exactly. He went and called the friend, and it was a whole big old thing because of that. And I'm like, I am 6-7 months pregnant. I ain't doing nothing with nobody. Like, what am I doing?
Now, what type? Can you? I'm a little. Can you really break this down? The boy did some investigation on it.
Yeah, so we shared the phone line, and he went through the phone and saw, she's talking to this person at 11, 12 o'clock at night, a couple of hours, and decided to call that person and be like, well, do you know this is her baby father? And
that was some emoji. That was some crying emoji shit.
Exactly.
Right there with some whack ass, corny ass, whack ass, stupid ass, whack ass emoji shit.
You were in a whole nother state laying up with some other chick at the time, but yet you calling somebody I was on the phone with to try to stake your claim.
But she was there for emotional support. The other chick.
Huh? Wait a minute, what?
Face. Look at his face.
Oh, I'm lost. I'm lost.
Look at
I'm
the
lost.
girl face. Yeah. All right,
I'm lost. Bring me back, because I was lost.
Don't
Keep
bring
me
it
on
back.
game. I need y'all to put me on game.
There ain't no game there. He trying to get people
Hey,
killed.
he just calling
Come on, no, ain't nobody trying to get. Come on now, we trying to. This is a
No, King is trying to get people killed.
No,
So
he ain't trying to get. No, somebody was. Listen. Somebody. First of all, everybody needs to show the Lena. But look, King, go ahead. What you saying, brother? Because I was lost. Again, we all need support. Everybody needs support. Matter of fact, come on, let's virtually hold hands. Everybody just hold hands. We all need support. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. All right, cool. Now, we all need to show the lean on.
That's right.
Or some breasts.
That's right.
But you preferably the breast. But King, I need you to bring it back, bring the beat back, and really let's bring clarity to the statement.
Well, listen, it's very clear. Like, she was pregnant by another dude, and this dude was all the way over in another state. Wait a minute.
Pregnant by the guy out of state?
I was.
All right, you was pregnant by the guy out of state.
By the guy out of state. He was in his feelings, but was still laid up with another chick, trying to find out who she was laying up with.
Oh, he was laid up with. Wait a minute. Well, he was laid up with somebody. What do you mean laid up with somebody? First of all, do we have? Is there evidence out there? Wait a minute. I need to stand up for the brother. Is there evidence out there? They could have been praying or anything. Is there evidence out there stating that he was? What now? What? Wait a minute.
Okay,
Wait
so
a minute.
here's the thing. We were broken up at the time. Okay.
We were broken up at the time. Okay, now I'm following
We're
you.
not together. So we're both from New York. That person was in Florida at the time. I was in Jersey at the time. We still had the line together, so we hadn't separated our lines at that point of time.
Wait a minute, the line. You talking about the phone line?
The phone lines.
Okay, you ain't separate the phone line, but you separated the
relationship.
The thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So the thing is separated, and you following the big?
They were in Florida,
I'm with you.
Trying to do whatever they were doing.
Wait a minute. What happened?
They were in Florida.
Okay.
Right.
They were in Florida. Who's they?
The man.
The guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his new John.
Wait a minute. Now, how does this new John come on? First of all,
his therapist. He's with his therapist.
That's it. And that. Listen. We're not gonna do the speculating
with his
shit.
support system.
That was it. That's what it was.
It was therapist. It was no support system. It was no nothing.
How you know what all this is? Listen, men need support in different ways.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
And she was giving him all the support.
Yeah, listen. Just like y'all had y'all menstrual thing, y'all cycle, right? Men go through. We got a cycle too. It's a soul cycle. See, let me talk to you. Let me break this down.
It's a recycle.
No, I just got it. It's a recycle soul cycle. Let me tell you about the soul cycle, right? And for support, y'all need tampons. We need breasts. So listen. Listen, once a month.
Just once a month.
Our soul bleeds.
Can you mute his mic, please? Because this bullshit has stopped.
This is not
for 7 days. For 7 days.
Come on, for 7 whole days.
And we gotta fly to Florida.
And get some breasts to lay on and listen.
And to be consoled.
And to be consoled while our souls are bleeding. This is soul.
He was actually out there starting a business.
That's what he was doing.
There you go. That was logistics.
That sounds like a comforting moment to me. Listen, I got this self-care is number one.
Because here's the thing. Go ahead, get your soul support wherever you need to get your soul support because we weren't together. But why, while you're getting your soul support elsewhere, why are you calling people I'm on the phone with trying to mess that up? Go get your support and worry about you. Don't come back over here worrying about
still working through that. That's why he went out there.
I tell you what. Listen.
How to let you go.
Listen. Now. Remember what I just said about the cycle.
When he moved on to Florida.
No, see, you got to see. Y'all stuck on this other shit. But remember what I just said about the cycle, right?
I'm stuck on facts. I'm not stuck on other shit.
Listen, real quick. Remember what I said about the cycle, right? Huh? Now, you feeling some type of way because he's laid up with his support, right? Now, would he feel the same way if you was laid up with your tampons?
Oh my God.
It's not the
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a cycle.
I don't feel like that.
We're gonna say
It's a
something natural.
cycle.
So we're gonna say the recycling the blood in my uterus is the same as this.
The soul.
And I almost called him the N-word. So and hey girl, I'm sorry.
Whoa. Now he's the N-word?
That's where I'm going. So listen. So what you
got it from the pharmacy? But listen, go ahead.
What you're trying to do is say that the 7 days.
No, she trying to get me. She trying to get the women's rights. She trying to see out. She trying to
all by yourself.
We
open up that all by yourself.
7 days. You trying to compare the 7 days that we recycle the blood in our uterus so that we can create life for y'all. Compare that to a man who needs breasts. The
brother wasn't talking about the physical aspect. He was talking about how another person comes in and assists you.
That's right.
This.
And the soul needs to be.
What though? What is she supporting you through those 7 days?
That's it.
7 whole
Here's
days.
the thing. See, here's the facts that y'all missing.
She trying to put the woman's rights on me.
They broke up and moved on. He had his joint in Florida. She had her joint in Georgia.
I know. Listen. But he did it. He did some corny shit. He did some emoji shit.
And you riding for his corny shit.
No, I'm not riding for the corny shit. All I'm saying is that the man. All I'm saying is that the man was getting the necessary shit that he needed at that time, the necessary support that he needed at that time. But that's all I was saying. But as far as him reaching out and looking through phone bills and dialing numbers, that's too much investigation, dog.
Especially,
you know what I mean? That made me really think the motherfucker was on a cycle.
Maybe that's how he knew he needed to go take that break.
Yeah. That was too much investigation, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, it was.
And like I said, I should have known because those are 2 different times, 2 different people, literally like 2 years apart. Okay.
Wow.
The number 2 don't work good for you, baby.
I gotta tell you, girl, your pussy must be better than mine because I ain't had them problems.
Man,
that's all I got to say.
I ain't comment on none of that shit. For a disclaimer, I'm a married man.
That was straight girl talk. Y'all got complete access to girl talk right now.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I
wish a motherfucker would check a phone bill around this bitch.
I've never had a bitter ex. Like all my exes are like, they happy for the brown girl. They say, oh, I see you. Sure. When I move on and when I'm having good shit and stuff. Now, I don't post anybody I'm with.
Thank you.
That's protected.
So I don't give anybody access to be able to comment and put their eyeballs or anything on anything that I post.
Can I defend them real quick? Can I defend them real quick? They're a married couple. They're a married couple. They're a married couple. They're a beautiful married couple, right?
Right.
A beautiful black married couple. I post pictures with my wife all the time, and I truly wish a motherfucker would.
But that's because y'all married. I'm not married. I'm a single girl.
No, I'm telling you that I respect that. No, I'm telling you I respect that. I just wanted to defend. You know what I'm saying? The couple. I wanted to defend them real quick because what Browngirl is saying is that she ain't trying to have motherfuckers in their business. She want an opportunity to really enjoy her relationship and so on and so forth. Am I quoting you? Well, not quoting you, but am I representing correctly?
Yeah, because I'm gonna just pop up married.
Honestly,
I got married.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But it does have some difficulties with it because I don't post anybody and I really don't reference my personal life like that.
Yeah.
People feel as though that they can slide in my inbox or they can comment however they please on my pictures. But anybody that notices, if you look at my comments, I don't respond to nobody. And if you look at my DMs, you will be talking to me for years and I still don't respond.
So you don't got the joint where it say like you in a relationship or you married. Like
now see, I'm gonna say something though, because Browngirl said something, and I'm gonna put you on for just a little bit. Because you said you don't have any bitter exes, but I said before that you know of, okay? Because what we men do, if something ends peacefully, we like to try to keep it in play. You know what I'm saying? We want to still keep it peace, so that way, you know, if something happened on a dark and stormy night, and we still all cool, and then you feeling some kind of way, and I feel some kind of way, that thing might come back into play for a second.
So do you consider
You can.
that bitter?
No. Wait. I'm sorry. I gotta address King real quick.
Shit. All right.
Because King, I feel like that you set me up with the text yesterday, and I feel like you took that and you ran with it and came up with this little question to go back. And you are not incorrect.
That motherfucker was on point. You weren't doing the phone investigation, but you like my man in Florida.
Yeah, you are
wasn't
not
doing that
incorrect.
shit.
Yeah.
And that's where it's my responsibility that I keep boundaries in place so that I don't backslide. But everybody has that one. And hey, Porschea, I'm looking at you, girl. Everybody got that one that every now and then they be like, well, it's like emergency dick in a jar. In case it's been years and
it don't
need
break
a tune up.
You know.
I'm all about
whenever you
yeah.
They know what to do. You know what to do. You know.
I don't have to teach you.
Right. You know.
Yeah, so there's always that one. But I will tell y'all a story about when I thought, where I thought I wanted to kind of dabble back in my past to see how it felt, to see if it was still something there. Because we was together for 5 years and everything. King, you know.
You wanted to go back and you wanted to go back and fuck with him.
Yeah, so actually me and my ex, we did a podcast episode together, and he shared with everybody what it was like to date me. So I can say his name is he goes by Mr. Biggs on this show that I did. So we tried it.
Not me.
No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not big.
No, it's not big. It's not big.
I was thrown off just now. Oh my goodness, Lord!
On the show, we got Biggs, and my ex is Mr. Biggs, and it's two different people.
No relation.
Biggs right here on the show. That's my brother. So,
I was about to start checking phone bills, but go ahead. Go ahead.
So me and my ex, I went over to his house for a chilling and everything like that. And then one thing led to another because we're very comfortable with each other. It was no alcohol. It was just
started fucking.
No, we tried.
You tried?
Yeah, my body rejected him. And when I tell you my body rejected him, I was giving him some head. And
well, that wasn't a rejection. That was a little.
You gotta let me go. You gotta let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm giving him top notch, best job ever because I already know what I'm about to get.
Now the Lord was with you. Go ahead.
Let me remind him what he had, and then I threw up.
Well, that's game over. I'm done.
I threw up everywhere.
God almighty.
And it smelled like kielbasa.
Oh, shit.
And then I couldn't stop throwing up. Projectile vomits everywhere.
Yeah, your body rejected the motherfucker. You know what? I swear to
I'm about to text him right now.
I would never have thought of any of this shit here. I don't know if you can write this. You can't make this one up. No,
he'll be like, oh yeah, she did.
This is a true story.
Yeah. And this is years later. Now we can laugh about it and everything. But at the time,
I ain't never laughing about that shit.
At the time, I'm like this. I'm embarrassed. I couldn't stop throwing up. The room smelled like kielbasa and everything. Like it's on the carpet. Like he had carpet, so it was like in there. And so you knew he was gonna be smelling this forever. Like because you can't really get you can get vomit out of the carpet, but with carpet, it already got and it was a lot of vomit. So the carpet, it already getting that squishy stuff underneath the carpet. Oh, by the time the summer hit, he was revisiting that. And
you wasn't drinking, you said? No drinking?
No.
I had that happen before, but Shorty was drinking. That happened twice.
And it didn't even it wasn't like a deep throat or nothing. It was just my body's like, no, girl. We keep telling you no, but you keep coming back. So here we go. We about to go ahead and put a few nails in the coffin. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yo, the kielbasa is that's gonna crack me up.
Yeah. He had to. The way you was talking about it. The way you was talking about it, right? I think the boy need therapy. Look, because check it out, because word is born. Word is born. Because when you go from one extreme to the next, that shit is that's trauma.
Jarring.
No, and let me tell you. And this is why I gotta say, hey girls, if you ever run into this man, if you ever have the pleasure of getting to know this man, he cleans me up. Like
Mhm.
he cleaned up the vomit, he cleans me up, he
Right.
got the shit out my hair and everything, got me something so I could wash out my mouth. Like he really, really like he's a stand-up dude, but he's just not a stand-up dude for me. Like that's all. Yeah, but he
That
like
happened.
when I tell you
That
That's a
happened to
hell
me
of a
3
story
times, and
right
I
there.
was
top
cleaning up 3 times, but it was all drinks involved.
it was
And
Yeah.
no
collard
drinks involved
greens.
too.
Dang.
Man,
Oh,
I
And
had
he had collard
I,
greens
I
all
thought
on the
my
thing.
I thought my
On my
story was
sister white
wild.
couch.
That was some
That shit
bitter
was
shit
crazy.
right there. That was
Wait, what
bitter
happened,
shit.
Big? What happened, Big?
This was New Year's Eve. It was like 2005 or something like that, yo. And this girl I was dating, I brought her with me, and I think she was just like nervous, because she was like, it's my sister's house and stuff like that. So she was drinking. But my sister made these banging ass collard greens. So she just housing these collard greens. I'm like, yo, you should go easy on the collard greens. And we sitting on my sister's couch. She got a white carpet. She got a white couch.
Mm.
And and she's,
White
and the
carpet
girl
and a
I'm
white
dating, she just starts laughing. And then she goes, oh, and I was like, oh, no, the fuck you don't. I'm like, yo, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. So we jumped up. As soon as we jumped up off the couch, she just blah. It just landed all over me and tripped
Wow.
down. It was
Oh,
sad.
you just told a
How are
whole
you eating? How are
hell
you
of a
eating after
story,
talking
bro.
about that?
How what?
Brown girl. He thought I'm
Brown girl, how's Brown girl eating after talking about this?
Because she done lived it. She's like, oh,
I
that's
don't
nothing.
understand.
That's nothing, yo.
because I
It was
don't plan on
wild.
sucking dick
Shit.
tonight, so I'm not going to.
But the other
Fair
2
enough.
times, it was that type
You
of
know what?
situation.
That's all right. Okay. So, or some real shit. All right. The corniest shit that really ever happened to me since, but I've been married so long, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the corniest shit, the craziest shit, I tell you the craziest shit online was somebody commented real reckless from my past. And this is like, I'm married for at least, I might have been, I was living here, King. So I was at least married 15, 16 years at the time, right?
Mm.
Knee deep in my marriage. This motherfucker from the past put some lustful shit under my pictures, right?
Oh.
And the wife comes on there, and the wife.
I hate that. I hate that.
So check it, right? I'm like, yo, how will you be my friend on Facebook and you my friend in real life? Like, this my homie, you know what I'm saying? In real life, and not know that I'm knee deep, like in a marriage. Like, all right, okay, he married, but his wife ain't gonna be his friend on Facebook or some shit. I can eat, DM or whatever. No, motherfucker.
Right.
She was trying to commit suicide.
That's what it was. But you know what? She apologized like a motherfucker to me, and
Fuck that apology.
Nah,
That shit was just intentional.
She said she didn't.
As that dude with the emoji.
She said,
way too late. It's way too
That
late.
shit was
Brown
just as
girl.
intentional as the dude with the emoji.
You think so?
Hell
You think
yeah.
I was on some dippy shit.
That
That's
was
because I
I had to
accepted the
type out
apology.
every
Her
single
apology
letter.
was insincere because she was satisfied that she caused some kind of dysfunction in your happiness.
Well, actually, she didn't. She didn't.
Nah, she didn't.
No, she ain't caused no dysfunction over here.
But in her mind, she was like,
Well, I said, all right. So you said in her mind, yeah, because that shit was done that night. You know what I mean? Because my wife know I'm home. I'm fucking home.
She got attention that she wanted. Let me tell you something. To put that message under anything, she had to type several letters, and then she still had to type send. So she thought about everything that she was going to type. She probably rewrote it twice. She was trying to commit suicide by wife. And hey, girls, if you do that to my husband, as an old bride that I'm going to be, trust me. That's it.
Damn.
Rightfully so. Respect
Wow.
that shit, because that shit's corny.
So
that shit's extra and corny.
Check it, right? I would like to know, and this question, I'm gonna just throw it out there for anybody, right? What's the corniest shit you seen? Not you been involved in, but the corniest shit you seen, like the corniest shit you were exposed to.
Exposed to, like maybe something. All right, so check it out. Actually, I got two, and I'm gonna represent for my man D. So I'm gonna say one, and then we're gonna come back.
This
my man
mean
D,
he telling.
I
This
wish
is
he
the
was
shit
there.
this is what a motherfucker say when he want a witness stand. But go ahead.
But no, I'm gonna tell this one here first. I'm gonna come back to that. But I had an ex that I dated for like 2 years. This was like years and years ago, before I was married. And we were together, like family functions, went over, she was with the barbecues and all that, knew all the fam, everybody was cool, right? I found out she cheated on me, And this chick lost her mind because I went and caught her hugged up with the other dude, and she went crazy, tried to follow me all the way back to the crib in the car, and then tried to like crawl up the steps and pretend to be crying. But I already knew that she was apparently an Academy Award-winning actress. It was all an act, so she was wild, right? Now, I have to lay that down to let you know that we broke up, obviously. Sometime later, I kept it in play, like I said earlier, okay? Came back around, she apologized. And, you know, we wanted to kind of hook up here and there, so we kind of did for a few times here and there, and then kind of fell off. And then next thing you know, she started hollering at my man, my best friend, out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the heck is this about? So he tells me, and I'm like, do you? I don't care. Like that's, you know, whatever. So she hit the crib. And I come home and he hit the crib with her. And, you know, she over there giving the dude head. And I'm like, is we about to run this down? Like, what's going on? So I walk in there and then she let me take the shirt off and everything. I'm like, okay, hold on. What's going down? But then all of a sudden she froze up and she was like, nah, you know, I'm not feeling this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's dead all of that. Go ahead, get your stuff back on. Be out. Now, 2 weeks later.
Wait. I just put my whole dinner
Go
down.
ahead, get your clarity. Go get your clarity, because I was. Go ahead, get your clarity.
Hey, look,
get your clarity,
she
sister.
wasn't feeling it. I stopped everything.
No.
Like,
She
go
need
ahead,
clarity.
go. So
Go ahead, bro. I ask you a question. She need clarity.
I'm sorry. So at some point, okay, when you walked in,
right.
did you and your man share a place to live?
We didn't, but I was the like first one with my own place, kind of. You know what I'm saying? We was younger, so I had to.
So he brought her over there. He brought her to your house?
Yeah, right. He normally come to my crib after school because school was close. You know what I'm saying? I was living at the time. I was out there in the mills. You know what I'm saying? And he was at you know, BCC, whatever it was.
Got it.
So it was like after school,
Yeah,
he would come over there.
Let's get to the part where he walks in your house.
All right. So I walked in and she in there, you know what I'm saying, giving my man a nice little job. And I'm like, okay.
So she knew it was your house.
She knows my house.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been there a few times. Like that's where we hooked up at. Like there wasn't no secret about that. Nah, she knew what it was. You know, so that's what I'm saying.
Savage.
Right. So then, like I said, we go in there and I'm like, you know, messing around with it too. But then she was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. And I'm like, all right, bet. You know, let's everybody stop, hands off. Go ahead, get your clothes back on. We're gonna go in another room. And then when you get your clothes back on, holler at you later. Now, 2 weeks later, my man that she was with that I walked in on, this is my homie, right? He worked at Red Lobster at the time. He roll up to the table like, yo, can I help you? He see her sitting there with my cousin. Okay. Now this is back in the early.
Let me guess, you took your shirt off again?
I wasn't there.
I didn't know. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm my bad. Go ahead.
All right. I don't know if he did or not, but I wasn't there. So
okay.
He see her at the table with my cousin. Mind you, this is a cousin whose house me and her, when we were together, had been over for barbecues and stuff. So she
damn it, girl.
He didn't know who she was, so that ain't no big deal. Now, me personally, I don't care.
You can't make this shit up.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So my man calls me. He's like, "Yo, guess who I just saw at the job?" And I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Yo, so and so with your cousin." I'm like, "What?" Now back at this time, when the shorty making the Red Lobster, that means it's real. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just take anybody to Red Lobster. You didn't just let anybody get the cheddar biscuits. You didn't just let anybody get the cheddar biscuits, right? So you the Red Lobster, it was big time for the shorty. So I had to call my cousin. I'm like, yo, this was 2 weeks ago. She just had my man dick in his mouth, like in her mouth 2 weeks ago. And now
that's why she went to hold on, stop this.
So wait a minute.
This is why she went to Red Lobster. You got to understand. That's special shit. He went to Red Lobster for a reason. But go ahead.
Anyway,
it's two different people right now.
Right.
We three deep in this game.
Yeah, we all 3D. You got to follow along now. So we on the third person now. Okay. So I call my cousin up. I'm like, yo, what's going on? You was at the Red Lobster with so and so, right? And I'm like, he's like, yeah, my bad, man. I didn't realize who she was. Blah blah. I'm like, yo, I don't care about none of that. You go ahead and do you. All I need to tell you is that 2 weeks ago, she was at my crib doing this, this, and this. I don't know how long y'all been talking, but I'm gonna tell you 2 weeks ago, that's what happened. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not messing with her no more. What she did instead was turn on her Academy Award winning actress and play like I and my boy tried to force myself on her. Like we was trying to,
shit.
right. So since she gonna try to turn it around, right? So now she gonna show with my cousin at my job, wilding out, trying to talk about I'm lying and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here just like, this is an amazing act. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Is anybody else seeing this? Because you're lying. You know, we got two of us. You know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I got text
Don't
messages.
come to my job with your bullshit.
Like, don't come here with that. You know what I'm saying?
Not at my job.
But here's the corniest part, right? She denied this for years. Made it like something was happening that never happened for years, and was mad at me like I did something to her. I ain't do nothing to the girl. All I did was tell the truth. I did my duty as my cousin to my cousin to let him know that this chick that he had at Red Lobster giving her the cheddar biscuits, all right, was at my crib 2 weeks ago giving somebody the nice sloppy toppy. Okay, so
you said she was an actress.
She was an Academy Award winning actress. She could cry on cue.
But listen, and she knew how to suck a dick. Those are two things that'll get you the cheddar biscuits. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you ever see a hoe is different. A hoe is a different type. A hoe will make you contemplate leaving the state that she ain't fuck nobody, you know, to go to a state that she ain't fuck nobody in. And I'm telling you some real shit, not me, but I'm telling you, I done seen this shit happen. A hoe will make a motherfucker skip town. You hear me? Because of the shit that she provides to him. Now listen, if she shut the dick good enough, he gonna believe she the greatest actress in the whole thing. He gonna believe anything she say. It's how far the motherfucker went in. If you took that motherfucker all the way down to the that joint, if you took that shit all the way down to the that joint, listen, a motherfucker going, you know what? Yeah, I believe you walk on water. Yeah, you walk on water. I seen this shit. Bitch, she walk on water. You understand? So what I'm telling you, King, she ain't get the cheddar biscuits by accident, my brother.
I ain't never
hear
said
me?
she did.
Y'all listen, everybody who foot that bill should be they should have a spotlight. She is a true motherfucking Academy. She deserves a round of applause. Do you hear me?
Yes, I
clap for
she
her.
deserves that. Yeah, clap for her. That's it. She deserves a round of applause because she
I was amazed.
Is a legend in that town, brother. She done had neighbors and cousins and best friends all give her the cheddar biscuit. Do you understand where I'm coming from, my brother? Everybody contributed to the cheddar. Brother, you don't understand.
She deserved the cheddar biscuits.
She deserved like a mother. And today, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do it. I won't say that because I'm a married man. But today, I will encourage a young man. Listen, young man, if you're listening out there,
I was gonna get to my corner.
I would encourage you to go out and find her because she likes cheddar biscuits now. Now we know that she prefers the cheddar biscuits. Just go out and get you a Red Lobster gift card.
Yeah,
you probably can get your dick sucked. But look, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to the brother. To what? You surprised? You get your dick sucked for a cheddar biscuit disc card.
Hey girl, you can make your cheddar biscuits at home now. They taste just the same as they do in the restaurant.
Well, fuck it. Then buy the box of cheddar biscuits. You probably get your dick sucked for a box of cheddar biscuits, and then it is what it is. Regardless of what, the girl is at least worth a cheddar biscuits.
But I will say this, hey girl, I'm a little disappointed. And like, if you're gonna go ahead and unapologetically run through the homies and the family, don't deny it. Just say
thank you. I was okay. All right. Everybody's touching on my points, right?
Go ahead,
to me, I can't sit here and not be. I am Mr. Sex Positive. I am Mr. Hoe Advocate. Okay, I love hoes with a capital L. I love you. I love all of y'all.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. This is the corny shit I experienced in my late teens and in my 20s and shit like that. I lived in a house. It was like a frat house. It was, we had 3 floors. We had like 8, 9 bedrooms between the 3 floors.
Sure.
And, and we threw parties and shit like that, we always was the guys the ladies came to see. Some of the frequent homegirls, they were liberated to the max, like literally will call up and say, how many people over there? Tell them I'm coming. And I saw like this one particular shorty would come over and pleasure like 2 or 3 dudes.
Wow.
And niggas wouldn't even smoke a blunt with her. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I used to say, you can come chill with me, platonically. Go ahead and smoke. You hungry? You want something to drink? You want something to eat? Niggas will look at me like I'm crazy. I just think it was so corny that she would volunteer her pro cheddar biscuit earning services.
Yes, Lord. And I'm glad you brought that up. But go ahead, brother.
To not only bring you pleasure, him and him, out of her way and chose you. Think about it. Ho and not ho, any woman could be anywhere else in the motherfucking world because a dude is always down.
Yes,
and she come to see your ass.
Somebody down.
Why can't she get the cheddar biscuits? Why can't she smoke a blunt? I don't understand that. So it was corny. It was always corny to me that you treating her like shit, and she already took you to the promised land repeatedly. Like I still can't fathom that to this day.
You damn sure. See, you damn sure made me want a moment of silence for that. You damn sure made me want a moment of silence for that. If people don't appreciate that, yes, sir, I appreciate you. You preaching right now. Go ahead, brother.
Real talk. I mean, like, I don't know. When I look at whether we want to call it a vacation, you lay up for a couple of days,
yes,
whatever.
Yes.
You want good food, good sleep, and good fucking. But you can't do that if every time she bringing you some good fucking, you kicking her out the crib and treating her like shit. I don't understand that. And I ain't talking no simp shit, but I'm saying, like, bro, if I got oodles and noodles and I'm gonna make me some oodles and noodles.
Mm-hmm.
You want some oodles and noodles?
Yeah.
Thank you for what you just did to me.
Well, listen, Big, put the shrimps in there. Put the shrimps in.
I'm not even gonna go to my freezer.
Yes.
I'm allergic to shrimp, my nigga.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm allergic to shrimp.
At least put it in there for her, because she.
Oh no, they in my freezer.
Okay.
They in my freezer.
She deserves the shrimps.
I'm saying, like,
he just made it known he could die eating this shit, but if she wanted, he got it.
That's it. That's it.
Listen.
That's it.
She can't bring the pain hardcore from the brain. Cheddar biscuits. I'm good. You want some?
That's it. Cheddar biscuits.
Because I want you to come back and do that.
Cheddar biscuits and shrimp oodles and noodles.
I just watch niggas like play shorties, and then when they get all lonely and shit, sit next to their man, and they like, yo, I don't know if you go home. I'm trying to get shorty over here. Then they got to call her and be like, I was bugging that night. I was drunk. To me, that was some corny ass fucking fugazi nigga shit. Like, be straight the fuck up.
Hey, listen, I don't want to take the foot off this motherfucking neck. So that was some emoji shit. I don't want to take the foot off this motherfucking neck because he's corny. That was some emoji shit right there. But go ahead. I'm about 10 years older than that shit. But go ahead.
I always felt that was corny, and I still feel that it's corny. And it's because it's for nothing else. It's you just posturing for other dudes. Mm-hmm. For what they gonna call you, or what they gonna think about you. But if you square on your shit, ain't nothing they can say. Yeah. All right, while y'all calling me that, guess where the hoes at?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eat shrimp.
On some real shit. Like when I was younger, I might have been like, I don't know, like more towards like the care and concern aspect of the hoes. You understand?
Right.
Not always, because I mean, yeah, you get your benefits out of it, but not always because of that. I mean, I was raised by a mom with two sisters and shit. You know what I mean? It was just me, my mom's two sisters, my over my grandma's house, my cousins was on, all women and things like that. So it kind of sort of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of sort of was soft in that aspect.
You saw them as the homies. That's not soft.
What's that?
You saw them as the homies. I got 5 sisters.
Yeah. I saw them at the homies with benefits though. Yeah. But yeah, the homies couldn't do certain shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Yeah, they was a special homie. But like I never was. I don't know. I never was cool with motherfuckers playing them like that. You know what I mean? Never. Even if I benefited from them or not, I never was cool with the brothers playing them like that. So I'm with you, Big.
Yeah,
I'm with you. You got a lot of people do some whack ass, corny ass shit to impress another motherfucker. Yeah. Some emoji shit. Like I said, I want to keep the foot, and I pray to God that this shit is like emoji shit is trendy. is like trendy. I want a motherfucker, everything you see is corny. I want you to say emoji shit to keep the foot on this silly motherfucker's neck. You understand? I want everybody put a screensaver emoji shit, screensaver on your shit. Just to keep the money and then friend the motherfucker, you know. then friend request the motherfucking emoji shit. Why everybody popping up with emoji shit?
Who's emoji?
Trying to friend me and shit because your corny ass.
But I got a question. We talking about everybody else that did corny shit.
Yeah.
Have any of us done corny shit?
I got shit. I've done shit that was called corny, but it was just normal people shit.
I know it was corny.
I call mine petty. So
okay, so I'll take it petty because actually mine was hot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
yo, that is hot to you. But go ahead.
But it was like, all right, so the chick basically she cheated on me, and like I'm an MC.
A lot of shit going on. Go ahead.
I'm an MC, so I had access to a studio, and I went in there and laced it.
I that track though.
That's fair. That's fair, bro.
But
you put it on a you put it in rhyme.
But then I went on there and I trashed it for like 3 verses, and then I trashed it for 2 verses, and then I had my man come in and do a verse in the middle to help out.
So you ran a train verse bars on her?
Oh,
you put it in the cipher.
Nobody, you can't write this shit. Now, girl, you the truth. You the truth with that one. You the truth with that one. Let's rewind this motherfucker.
What was worse?
Hold up.
The worst part though was that it was really hot. Like the song was dope, so I passed it all around, like schools, neighborhoods, everybody. So shit, like when she would come home, they was on the hill, like they was just singing the hook as she walked by, like yo, horny hop from out the mountains, like
wow,
yeah. And then she heard it, and then she ran up on me one time. She was like, "So you did a song about me?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." And then I turned it down because it was playing in the car when I rode up.
I bet you think this song is about you.
Well, she would have been right. So she was like, I want to hear it. So then she finally sat down and she heard it, and she kept trying to jump out the car when she heard something that punched hard. And she was like, oh. And then she tried to keep her cool, and that was it. But then like 3 days later, she moved out of state and she ain't never come back. Yo.
She don't have siblings, do she? Did she have brothers?
She had a sister.
That's
okay. But they was out of state.
Damn.
Yeah. Can we replay this if that was me and you? Can we we do a little vulva verse on here? Because I could tell, I could promise you, I can listen.
Go ahead.
Do you see the sweet face?
Yeah.
Had you decided that was the best course of action for whatever I did to you, that you was going to go ahead and not just lyrically run a train on me, but you passed me around for everybody?
Yeah. I mean, you did it first though.
Ain't what you talking about.
I'm gonna tell you for one, King. I'm gonna side with you. I'm gonna side with you. No, I'm gonna side with you though. I'm gonna side with the Queen Browngirl. You know why? I know for a fact. I'm not talking for every man out there, but I know for me, I cannot out emotion a woman.
Let me tell you, you don't have to out emotion me at all. Because I don't have to fight certain fights, because the second my people, my blood heard about it and everything, is like, so he did what? This is about you? All right. Are you going to try to get back with him again? Because they got to ask specific questions because they know how finicky and how tricky us females are. Are you going to be with him again? And all I have to do is say, no. And that's it. Like, I'm glad that you knew your audience and she only had sisters, because I can promise you, all hell and fury would have come down on you. If they would have been like, they'd have found you wherever you lay your head. Like, even if your head was at your mom's house, they'd be like, wow, you know, Miss King was a nice lady.
I mean,
and that's one of the reasons.
Even if you slept with my cousin, though,
it doesn't matter.
Nah, it do matter. It do. You did it first.
I knew where you was going when you asked, did she have any brothers? I don't have that I know of. I don't have any bitter exes or exes that was willing to wild out. They tried, but they remembered. I have 5 sisters. And my sisters
They know
are
they
known.
fucking audience.
My sisters are known. They came up in the fight club. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on dates on the weirdest shit ever. I've been on dates and shorties realize like, wait a minute, your sisters is such and such. Yo, she beat my ass before. You know what I'm saying? Like my sisters, they did the numbers.
I've heard stories about his sisters.
So like, you know, my ex-girlfriends and girlfriends was on their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? And they was cool anyway. You know what I'm saying? We was cool anyway. But those who did, you know, I had one cheat on me and shit like that. My sisters asked me the same question. You still gonna fuck with her? Oh, I am. I ain't letting that nigga get that. I'm gonna make sure every time I'm done in the front seat of the car that when she can go back home, I want to see her kiss him on the lips. That's good enough for me. Scorpio shit, vengeance is mine. But my sisters asked that question because they knew they didn't want to go into no riffraff if I'm just gonna turn around and be like, look at her wounds, like, oh, I'm sorry they beat you up. You know what I'm saying? So I understood perfectly. That's why I don't have bitter exes. My sisters just was like they become this bubble, this shield to like act right.
Yes. And like with me, because I've always been well taken care of and well protected by the men in my life. The men who I date that have the privilege of finding out about the inner circle that protects me, they be like, oh shit. Like she is a corny girl from the suburbs. They are not. And I was like, oh yeah.
I got you.
They act accordingly. So, you know, have I had a couple guys cheat on me? Of course. Hello, it's par for the course. But it's not to the point where
you got brown girl. You got it because you acting like Porschea now. Did you catch the motherfucker cheating? I'm gonna ask you the question, please.
And I just answered it.
That's a scary laugh response right there. What?
So, all right. I have done some petty shit. And so
come on.
Sometimes, like this is back in the MySpace days and everything, back when we had desktops that was big as hell and not all in ones. So, you know, we had our little computer room and everything. My little friend, he used to come by the house. And before he'd leave, he would go ahead and check his like little MySpace, his little email, his Facebook and stuff like that. And this is when I was like heavy on like, wow, why can't I be on your social media? Like, I don't understand. I was young. So one day, I turned on the save password function on my computer. So when he put it on, he must not have realized as he was clicking
your phone
through that it was saving the password. So after he left, we went to work and everything. So first it was MySpace and I saw all the chicks he was messaging. Then I went over to Facebook and I saw the message to the woman that he was actually leaving to go see and not go to work.
He was going to work, but go ahead.
Yeah, he was doing a different kind of work. He was doing
he was going to work.
Facts.
Yeah. So I decided the best course of action for me was to go ahead and change his status on everything to homosexual and then come out. And then because I was able to get into his emails, I saw he had all these pictures and all these emails. So I deleted all 12,000 emails, the downloaded music that he had sent in links, the beats and everything that some producers may have sent him. I deleted everything.
The beats, though.
Man.
Man,
this is why I said I don't know if
more.
I can not emotional woman.
She's not done yet.
Wait,
Hold on.
there's more.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't know if I could do this.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then I went to the location that he was meeting old girl at. Why? Because why not? I'm mad now. I'm mad. I'm embarrassed. I'm on a roll. I ain't telling none of my friends, so nobody could talk me out of it. Like I was committed. The crazy switch was on. And so I went to where he was located. And I proceeded to lay hands on his vehicle.
You bust the windows out his car.
Nah. But I did make sure the 3 tires were slashed so the insurance can't pay for it. And peanut butter was in the gas tank. He knows I did it. Because he caught me while I was doing it.
What'd he say?
And Yeah, and he's like,
I
what
had it.
the
I
fuck?
had
And
that
everything.
happen.
And I was like this. And I was like, ask me how I found you, bitch. And then I left. Now, had he not known the audience that was behind me, he'd have whipped my ass where I stood. And rightfully so.
Mm.
But
No.
after that, I told myself, I was like, hey, girl. And actually, I didn't tell myself. My cousin, when I was like, look, I fucked up. And he was like, what you do? And I told him, he was like, yo. He's like, am I going to have to come to the house? I'm like, mm-hmm. And he was like, all right. And then he sat me down. He's like, listen. And he's like, if we got to fuck this nigga up, he's like, that's on you. And he's like, because we're going to get arrested doing this. And he's like, that's on you if we do. And so after that conversation, I never flipped the crazy switch again. Never. But at least I got a story for my grandkids.
Oh my
Ah,
God.
I had that happen to me before.
Really?
Must have earned it. Girls don't risk their freedom for nothing.
I had that happen to me before. Drove it right to the shop. Might have took about a good day or two.
She paid for it?
No.
I wish that nigga would
I
have tried
took
to
care.
have me pay for
No,
it.
I took care of it right then and there.
Mhm.
And we were done.
I've never done.
No, we weren't done. Me and him got back together after that too.
Nah, what I'm saying is that by I ain't gonna lie to you. I always knew that I was never capable of out emotioning a woman. I always knew that a woman had the ability to out emotion me times whatever. So I have to fall all the way back and say, you know what, you got that. Thank you.
Bro, it's
Thank you for reminding me that I ain't got it like you.
Wait, what'd you say,
Portia?
I was just saying, sometimes y'all also know y'all deserve the stuff y'all get, and y'all just gotta own it. You gotta
own that.
You don't push to that point, right? So when she got to do something like that, you gotta own your part in it, because they didn't just go crazy out of nowhere. Like, there's something you did that made her go to that point. Now, I just leave. I just can't. I won't partake. That's why I have the crazy.
Anybody
She's such an adult. I'm so proud of you.
Let me ask y'all something. Anybody in here Jay-Z fan?
I can't. I see, the thing is, my mom was the crazy. I've had the crazy exes. I had exes that had crazy exes, and I just never saw myself going to that extent over letting somebody get me to that point, to where I'm just like, I'm losing my shit completely.
So you leave?
I leave. If you take me to that point of crazy, I'm out. I can't. I'm not.
What do you mean take it to the point of crazy? Just tell me what it is.
Where you start acting out of character?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What is it that would take you to that point? Tell
but
me.
What if crazy is part of your character?
See, that's the thing. Okay, so I have crazy.
Yeah, please.
But crazy. It's crazy over a man. I think for me, it's not. See, mama, I don't watch my mama chase a man through Philly, right? Through Jersey and Philly. I don't watch her cut up clothes, burn clothes, throw shit away, give shit away. I don't watch somebody rip up and cut up clothes with the ex and drink over them. I done seen all kind of crazy. I done seen, like, my aunt used to beat up dudes, throw them downstairs and all that crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, auntie.
Like, I come from crazy. Now, I fought. I used to be a fighter, but I wouldn't fight. I'm not fighting over a guy. I just can't see myself, or I'm not cutting up stuff. I'm not destroying your property. I'm not doing all of that. If you take me to the point where I want to do that, I just need to be done, because that's not a healthy situation. It's not a healthy relationship. And for me, I just don't have I have a lot of other shit going on in my life. I don't have the time to give you that extra energy.
Oh, now 42, I can say that. I can say that at 42. But back in the day, Erica, before I grew, no.
And that was the thing.
So what is it?
But I couldn't get there. Like, I've had somebody push me to that point.
What was it? What was it though? I'm trying to figure out what it was. What is it? What is that?
That's the breaking point?
Yeah, the break. Yeah, there you go. The breaking point.
What's the straw?
Yeah, what's the straw that broke the camel back?
Go ahead, Portia.
For me, really, it's the cheating and straight out disrespect.
What's that?
The cheating and disrespect.
Cheating like what? At spades or something? What are you talking about?
No, cheating on me. Disrespect.
Cheating on you like what? All right, so what's cheating? What's cheating?
We're gonna play dumb now?
No, we're not gonna play dumb. We gonna really. What's cheating?
I had an ex who, okay, so this one, and he had a crazy ex, which was crazy. We were, and this was in my 20s, and my early 20s actually. And
I'm glad you noted that.
Huh?
I'm glad you said how old you were when this.
Yeah, I was like 19, 20 years old, right?
Okay.
Before I had my kids. And me and him, we were dating. I met him. He, we were doing this whole thing, and come to find out, he took me to his house and everything. I met moms, everything. Come to find out, he had a whole chick living up in the house. Mom never said nothing. Stepdad didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Friends didn't say nothing.
Ain't supposed to say nothing.
They not.
I know. Okay, but I'm just saying though, right?
They obligated to him.
Huh?
They obligated to him. That's their baby. Now, come on,
No,
baby.
And that's so bad, but that's so true.
It's bad.
Yeah.
No, like, the point is, we done did
They all
it
dirty.
house. We done did it all over. Then I come, this chick comes talking about you fooling my man. Da, da, da. I'm like, who the hell are you? I don't know who you are. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it just went crazy. Like she would pop up at front of my
So that's
house.
cheating.
She would, huh?
That's cheating.
How was he not?
He was definitely cheating.
He was definitely.
I didn't know he was cheating on her. He wasn't cheating on you.
No, but
he neglected.
He should have been the one
I
to
got
be
a
mad.
whole bitch at home. Like he neglected to say, "Oh, by the way, I got a whole bitch that live with me." Like,
Maybe he didn't want to call her a bitch. Maybe he
Right.
just wanted,
I got a whole girlfriend, significant other, female,
Something.
a woman that is not related to me that I'm sticking my dick inside of is living in my
I'm
home.
doing
Any of
I'm
those.
doing her. So yeah, we both cheated on.
But you wasn't being cheated on. She was being cheated on. You gotta understand that, but see, you fucking this up now.
Okay, yeah, wait. It started off by me being the other woman. Then he dropped her. We got together, right? And then I got cheated on.
Wait a minute. It's a part of this. Hey, listen,
Porschea.
it's a part of this story. It's a part of this story you done left out.
Wait a minute. Big,
Yeah.
would you like to ask the obvious?
Please ask it. Ask it, Big.
When you said the plot thickens?
That's the plot ticket. Go ahead and ask it, Big.
I'm looking at the chronology of it all.
That's right. I don't even know how to spell that, but go ahead.
All right, I'll break it down. Okay. I met the dude, he was with the chick. I didn't know he was with her. So I found out. It came to the point.
Wait a minute. You found out.
I found out.
Okay, now go ahead.
I left the situation. Then he came crawling back. I'm sorry.
He was crawling, like physically crawling.
Might as well have been.
All right, go ahead.
Popping up at my house. Like he lived a couple of blocks away, but this is when I was living in Brooklyn at the time, right? At that time. So, popping up in front of the house at random times and like at my school and all kind of
Wow.
Yeah.
You at school?
Yeah, he popped up at school. Like it was that serious. So he popped up at school. It was just a whole thing. And then he begged me back and he broke up with her. It was this whole thing. I gave him another chance. And then
But that wasn't the straw that broke the camel back.
Huh?
It wasn't the straw that broke the camel back.
Not that time. It was the next time that it was.
When he cheated on you.
Yeah.
Oh, then he cheated on you. See? That's what it was.
She said that before. That's why I was like, wait.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He dropped her, got with me, and then he cheated on me. That's the part where the plot thickens.
Now I got you. Now I got you. Now I got you. You right. You right.
On me, but not once, but twice.
But see, Jay-Z, anybody got Jay-Z? Anybody Jay-Z fans in here?
Yeah.
I'm a pseudo fan. What's up?
Jay-Z said he a man with pride. You don't do shit like that. He said, you don't just pick up and leave and have me sick like that. Right? You don't throw away what we had just like that. I was just fucking them girls. I was going to get right back.
And that's basically what you want to say.
I'm back.
I wasn't having it.
Huh?
No.
So he was going to get right back.
And let me tell you how that song, just because y'all put it to a good beat, that song is still a fucked up song.
How is that a fucked up song?
As an adult, when I sat back
One of the greatest songs ever.
When I posted that song recently and I was listening to the lyrics, I'm like, well, goddamn. Like, he basically said, hey, listen, I'm going to give you everything, but I'm not going to stop fucking anyone else.
He didn't say that.
And then when she was like, oh, nah, I'm out. She was like, nah, I'm out and everything. Now he there crying, trying to figure out why she leaving. Nah, bro, you did that.
I think he knew he sounded goofy.
No, that ain't nothing goofy about that, Big. You got to stop that, man. That was the gospel, first of all. I would
How
like
is
to
that
let
not
you
goofy?
know.
Gospel.
Hey, wait, that's corny, man. That's corny.
No, there wasn't nothing corny about that. Now to see, that's
Nah,
no.
he was pouring
That
his
was
heart out.
church right there, brother.
He was saying it out loud to know he was sounding goofy, bro.
And then in the video,
No.
he's sitting outside of her house in his new shit and everything.
Yeah.
Talking about, damn, that's what I
Nah.
used to have.
Nah, on some G shit. On some G shit.
He pleading.
Listen, on some G shit.
Okay.
That is a true feeling, man. That's a true feeling because you go outside. When you go outside of something that you know what I'm saying? Really, like in our minds, listen, women, word is bond. In our minds, we were just fucking them girls. We just gonna get right back. No, and this is real shit. No, this is what go through.
Okay, stop.
I can agree with that.
This is G shit. I'm telling you.
A man say that to me when I wound up pregnant with my oldest. He told this guy that I was my so-called high school sweetheart. Told me that even though when we had reconnected, even though he didn't want a relationship at the time, he wanted to do what he was doing, and he was working on getting things together, and that I wasn't supposed to go off and have a kid with anybody else but him. And he literally was mad and stopped talking to me and everything because I went off and I had a kid and it wasn't his. Even though he didn't want to commit to a relationship at that time, he still claimed me as his. And for the longest, I couldn't grasp my head around it.
Because it don't make sense, girl.
Guys and men, they really think that way. It
don't make sense to you.
Mine. And so I say you're not mine anymore. But as long as you're mine in my mind, you're not supposed to do anything else.
Yeah.
Right, so let me ask this question. All right. So let's say
what the fuck? Duh.
Let's say this. Let's do what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
No, that's not the truth. That's not the truth, though.
So let's play.
That's not the truth. Listen, I told you earlier, the soul bleeds. When y'all, the menstrual is in the soul, and then y'all is physical. You gotta understand this. This is flip flop on the other side. Let me tell you this, and I swear to God, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. Y'all are more rational at an earlier age. All right, y'all know what goes up must come down at an earlier age than we do. All right, it makes 100% total sense what the boy said to you, Portia, and what Jay-Z said in his rhyme. It makes 100% sense to me. You know why? Because we thinking it's two different things. It's a emotional aspect, right? And then there's the physical aspect. You understand? I'll be back home. I'm going to play outside, but home is home, right?
But
a man can legitimately love you and cheat on your ass. Like word is bond. That quote unquote cheat. A man can love you and go outside the home.
Can you call your wife and ask your wife how she feels about that statement?
I already know that. I already know how she feel about the statement. And I know, I know that, remember, real quick, I'm sorry, I'm going to shut the fuck up. But look, I swear to God, didn't I tell you that at an earlier age, y'all know what goes up must come down? Now, I know what the deal is. I know, and I know what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. You understand? I know.
Is cheating is one of the things that you can do?
No.
Come right back?
No.
Okay, I'm trying clarification.
At 42 years old, listen, Browngirl, at 42 years old, I know what goes up must come down. But we a little slow when it come to this shit. It depends on what experience and it depends on all that. Y'all know what goes up must come down earlier than we do. Because we can't separate that physical and emotional. I mean, we separate that physical and emotional when it comes to that. Because we really looking at it like, duh, like, why you so mad that I'm just fucking her? Okay. I love you.
So,
and that makes sense to us at an early age. But now I know my physical and my emotional stay at the crib.
I actually disagree with that.
You can disagree all you fucking want to.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
You can disagree all the fuck you want to. I don't care. I'm just telling you with me.
I know, but I can still disagree.
I don't give a shit. Go ahead. I want to hear this disagreement
because when you talk about me,
please.
When you talking about first off, when you talking about all the men, you ain't saying this is just me. You said this is us.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean King. I'm talking about me. Me and a lot of men that I know besides King's ass. It just early we couldn't like it really didn't dawn on me and a lot of my friends like, yo, this shit is real. Like, all right, I could really lose my loved one over, fuck it, right? But that shit wasn't, it was just different. But go ahead, King, tell your punk ass side.
Oh, it ain't no punk ass nothing. All it is the fact that you don't understand what love is when you're doing with that. So when you saying something about we can straight up love somebody, we are not loving them. We are loving ourselves. That's the only thing that we know because we're sitting there pleasing ourselves when we're doing those situations. Cheating is a 100%. Cheating is a 100% selfish act. There's no other reason.
I hear you.
The fact that you want to do it, and when you do something like that and you don't consider somebody else, that's not love.
I agree with you. All right. I don't agree with you a lot. I don't agree with you a lot. But you didn't hear what the fuck I just said.
I heard it all.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear me because I said the women know earlier in life what goes up must come down.
Correct.
Right. So that's where I want to stop you at. I want to stop you right there.
You stop me?
Yeah, I'm stopping you.
Wait.
So you say that women know this at an early age, that men don't have this concept, and I'm using the air quotes here. But when a woman does it to you at that early age, you guys are devastated.
That's a gender role thing.
So you do have a concept of that shit's fucked up.
I know that. I know that's the corny shit though. That's corny shit. But that's the corny shit. We talking about corny shit. I'm telling you that at a younger age, that's how I was. And I won't speak for all men because King, that's right. I forgot you were tossing roses at the fucking concert anyway. But anyway,
he was a lover boy.
Yeah, that's fine. And they make them too. Cool. They make them too. But look, I was a little, so I told you I was soft too. But look, also, I ain't calling him king side. He's not soft. I was soft. I'm not calling you soft, King. I don't want nothing. I know you be jogging and soft shit, and doing push-ups. I don't want no problem. But listen, check it out. I know that we know what's wrong, right? I say we. I'm gonna say me. I knew what was wrong, right? But I didn't know what was, this gonna sound like corny shit. I didn't know what was all the way wrong for me. You understand? Like, yo, it's because you gotta understand, like, you indirectly taught gender roles. Like me, I was indirectly taught gender roles. It was on some, like, I'm watching Ike Turners and shit, even though I never beat on a woman, you know what I mean? But I'm growing up around Ike Turners and pimps and shit like that. I'm growing up around motherfucking womanizers that womanize a woman right in front of their damn face. You understand? But she better not walk outside that crib. This is what I'm growing up around. So I'm not saying that I knew what was wrong. You understand? I just didn't know what was wrong for me to do. You understand? So now, at an earlier age, I couldn't separate the two. But listen, I'm going to tell you this one thing, right? When a man no, I'm not even going to talk about all men because then this motherfucker going to cut me off and say, oh, you're not a spokesman for me. So, all right, well, fuck it. When I had the opportunity, you know what I mean, the misfortune to see the look on someone's face that I cared about, right, hurt by my actions, then I knew what was what. I knew what goes up must come down then. So what I'm saying to you is that I did know what love is. I always knew what love was. You understand? I just didn't understand roles. I really didn't understand like gender roles until I really look at it like, all right, my actions, 1 + 1 = 2. My actions hurt somebody's feelings that I love. And now I'm fucked up. So it all turned back to me and my actions. You know, you get where I'm coming from, brother? Huh? So then my eyes wake up, my eyes open up, and I say, all right, well, cool. And that's what, and I believe Jay-Z meant the same thing. He telling you, he just straight up telling you, like, this is what his mentality was. And he really didn't want her to leave. He said, you don't do shit like that. You don't just pick up and leave and have me sick like that.
But he still didn't apologize for what he did. He still didn't take accountability in that
because
song.
his pride wouldn't let him do it. He said he's a man. He started it off and say he's a man of pride, and now that's something that that's some gender role shit. He probably grew up around gangsters and motherfucking Ike Turners too. So I trust me. I understand what you're saying, and I side with you. I side with King. King might have grew up a lot earlier than I did, but I'm gonna tell you, until I got the misfortune to see somebody that I cared about upset, like that upset, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Over some shit that I did, and now I'm fucked up and my feelings is hurt over, and I gotta blame myself, like, yo, I hurt my own fucking feelings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's corny shit, but the thing is that when a motherfucker is in a zone where he don't know it's corny, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you get a motherfucker a chance?
No.
Fucked
I
up,
can say
man.
at 42, I can say
Nah,
that.
at 42, nah. I got
Like,
you. Because at 42, I know better.
Like if you, because actually, honestly, once you hit your 30s, once you survive the recklessness of your 20s, if you didn't learn the lessons from that, and then you're going into your 30s and still being reckless,
yeah,
I don't feel the need to give you another chance, because you made a very conscious decision. At this point, you should know what I'm doing is going to hurt this person.
I got you.
Even if it's not love, if you have a different understanding, if you have a relationship, if you committed and you said, hey girl, let's be exclusive, and then you still dip out and do what you want to do, no. Like there is no reason to give another chance. You purposely made a decision to hurt me.
That's real.
If you didn't want to be in a committed relationship, I can guarantee you wouldn't have been in one at all, because you probably men are the ones that kind of make that decision as to whether or not they are going to be in a committed relationship. Or men will say, no, I don't want to be in one. Like, I could want a committed exclusive relationship and marriage all day, but if he doesn't, it's not going to happen.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so no, will I give it a chance because you're a late learner or a selfish learner? No.
And you also got to remember too that you run the chance of dealing with somebody that is speaking obsequious to you, like they're just not being real.
Come on now, now this shit got to stop. Now he done fucked up every goddamn thing that we said. Now I got to go back to the fucking encyclopedia shit. This shit every time.
I was waiting for it, and I'm a little disappointed it took so long.
What did he say? See what? You can't say this dumbass word again. I swear to God. Please. Hey, Google that on your Xbox or something.
I got to.
Google that shit, because that shit.
How you spell that shit, yo?
This is a dumbass.
Obsequious, characterized by showing servile obedience and excessive eagerness to please.
That's a stupid ass word, dog. For real. That wasn't even smart. That's a stupid ass word.
Oh no, it came up.
I swear to God, that's a stupid ass. That shit ain't come up. Throw that phone out in the trash. If it came up, throw the shit in the trash. That shit.
It's like when somebody.
Man, I don't give a fuck what it is, King. I swear to God, don't even. You know what? I don't even want to hear the definition of that. Fuck that word. You know what? That word need to go. Fuck that word. Forever. Fuck that.
They're being disingenuously interested.
Who? And even the definition got a long ass word in it.
They're not being real. They trying to keep it in play because they still want something. So
the word ain't even fucking real.
They're talking to you in a way that's not really genuine. They're not being real about it. They're being, they're faking it. You know what I'm saying?
People are not really people are usually not being genuine. They resort to flattery and other flaunting ways to stay in good graces of authoritative figures.
Yo, if you gotta write a whole paragraph
and obsequious
a fucking word, you don't need to have a word. Listen, he's still
a brown noser or a toady.
See, a toady.
I don't know.
A fucking toady.
I just know.
Obsequious.
Say it again.
One more time.
That's a stupid ass phone too. Go ahead.
Obsequious.
All right, brother. Learn
That
something
was
new.
some dumb shit right there.
Obsequious.
Obsequious.
But you have to,
Obsequious.
you got to be worried about that. Like people will like, you know what I'm saying, especially when it's a lonely night, you know, and they know that your feelings are involved, and then they can try to play on those feelings and act.
They come and act all.
Obsequious.
God, that's a stupid ass word. That's a dumb ass word. Yo, that shit. If you gotta write a whole dissertation on a fucking word to define the word, that's a stupid ass word. That's King. Where do you get this shit from?
Yo,
you just pull it out the air, just and you thought you was just gonna slide that in. You're secret. And that is just like we just go ahead and just conversate with you.
Oh shit.
Well, thank you for this stupid ass word. But I hear you though.
But it's a real thing that you gotta deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? People will do that. They will play on your emotions in order to get that whatever satisfaction it is that they want. And they'll talk to you nice and slick and tell you everything that you want to hear to get you to be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe they have changed. And then as soon as you bust that nut, it's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good.
Well, oh man. Really, we all done been involved in some corny shit. You know what I mean? And we all done seen some corny shit. And this all stems from some emoji whack ass shit.
Facts.
And I would like to know if we have any suggestions for ourselves and the community on how we can cut this corny shit out, man. This shit need to go.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence in outcomes. You know, be comfortable with the outcome. And the best way to be comfortable with the outcome is know you want to up and up. For instance, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm confident because, you know, when dealing and interacting with people socially, I know I ain't no disrespectful ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm mature. I know that I can communicate well. So I don't foresee walking on any kind of eggshells or anything to prevent a bad outcome. You know what I'm saying? So even if there's any kind of like disagreement or anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm confident that I communicate well enough to resolve whatever the issue is. You know what I mean? So there's no reason for me to be afraid to lie, to end up in a path where I'm being deceitful towards people. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a relationship type shit, I'll tell a shorty at a date, like sometimes I like extra hands and thighs on my couch with us. If you can't handle that, then we can just shake hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm being genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm being offensive because if she's mature, she'll be like, damn, this nigga just ain't wasting my time at all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
You know, just as an example of how it applies to relationships and dating and shit. But overall, you know what I'm saying, socially speaking, you know, if you ain't doing no fuck shit, there's no reason to be worried about falling into any place where you're doing corny shit. So you can, you know, have a little more integrity in how you walk through life. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. Not being obsequious.
That's I was waiting on that whack ass word. Porschea, where you at?
I would have to say, you know, be honest, be real. Don't be petty. Pettiness just don't get you anywhere. It is okay to be the bigger person. I know it takes a lot to do that. And don't step on somebody else's happiness. Find your own. If it's not with that person that you want, you thought you want, they found it somewhere else. Go on and find somewhere else. Don't try to cause them more strife and grief, because when it's all said and done, you the one that look crazy. You look corny, so don't do it. Just go on and keep searching for yours. You're gonna find it. It's out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
True. Okay, the beautiful brown girl. What sound advice do you have for the community to not be as corny as we are? This emoji shit got to go.
So one thing I want to just put out there is remember that you had the opportunity to be with someone and it didn't work out for whatever reason. Like once it's over and it didn't work out, you have to remember you already experienced life with that person. When it's over, let it go.
Mm.
That's it. It
That's
really is
that's
that
church
simple.
right there.
And
That's
then
church.
especially if you had the opportunity to be with someone and you did not show up the way you should have,
Mm.
remember you
That's the
did that.
gospel.
Right.
That's the
And
take that.
now they ended it. They laid boundaries and it's over. And the final thought is close things properly. That's it.
Amen.
Yeah, and he opened it. He closed it. Never mind. Go ahead. Off to the brother King. Please give advice to these corny motherfuckers out here. This corny shit got to stop, man. Come on, dog. I know you got some game for these corny motherfuckers. I mean, please.
You have to take the time to get to know yourself and who you are. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be able to understand what triggers you and what, pushes you or pulls you in different ways in different directions. Because the more you understand yourself, the better you will be at understanding other people, and the easier it is to navigate relationships with everyone and anyone. You can stop being all this, stupid, ridiculous, corny stuff if you take the time to get to know yourself and get to know people and understand what motivates folks, what motivates you, what turns them on, what turns them off, and how you should move. Get to know yourself first and then take that out there to the world and be able to find a way to communicate it. Because if you don't, you're just going to end up reacting off of every little emotion that you have, and it's going to keep being stupid and dumb and whack and corny all day.
Right. Right.
So, know thyself.
Listen.
And that's real talk.
All right, Browngirl said it best.
Great.
She had people that was willing to go there for, that had her back. And just like Browngirl had people willing to go there for and have her back, this young lady and her husband got motherfuckers, a whole community, a solution-based community, right? That got her back. So I love my brothers and sisters, right? But corny shit is corny shit.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? And here's some advice for this emoji putting up motherfucker, right? Go and get you an Xbox. Because the ball is now in your ex's box.
That's it. Play with your Xbox. That's it.
So check it out. Hey, listen, I love this community.
You waited 2 hours to say that.
Word is bond. The word is bond. These are facts. So check it, right? Listen, I love this community because this community is real. Everybody, and as you see, we don't have different motherfuckers. We have an abundance of community members. We have repeat community members that come on here that got something to say, and we love everybody equally. And if a motherfucker put an emoji on y'all picture, I got your back too. I'm gonna clown the motherfucker right on air.
Not me. Don't do it for me.
I'll do it. I got it.
No. I'm letting you know. Don't do it for me.
Well, I got it. But anyway.
The Browngirl said.
Nah. The great Ava DuVernay said. Now, before I say this, I would like to say that this thing could be nothing without the community that we have built thus far, right? I hear motherfuckers say all the time, "Yo, I'm gonna do a podcast, but I ain't gonna get no host or co." First of all, I don't have no fucking co-host. You know what I mean? We got hosts. Every last Browngirl, King, myself, we are hosts. Ain't nobody shit on here. For one. For two, I don't know who think they doing anything alone anyway. You understand? To me, that's some corny shit anyway.
Swear.
You understand? Scripture even say 2 or more gather in his name, here I am in the midst. You got to understand, in order to bring something this beautiful to fruition, it's gonna take a community.
Right.
The great Ava DuVernay said, if your dream only includes you're dreaming too small, bro. And on that note, I'm gonna tell y'all that I love y'all and I love the community. I even love the emoji motherfucker. You know what I mean?
We love you too.
That's why we giving you this ass whooping emoji.
Right. Let them
Don't fuck with this community, dog. All right. And on that note, love y'all. Peace.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night.
Hey, don't you go anywhere. Please subscribe, like, share, do all that stuff. Leave a message too, please. And please, yo, somebody told King I did this shit. I can't keep sneaking these intros and outros on if y'all keep telling, all right? Damn.